As global happiness declines, satisfaction with customer service is rising, highlighting a shift in how people value the service experience in their daily lives. Joining us today is Darren Rushworth from the team at NiCE. It's good to have you with me. What does rising service satisfaction say about its role in people's lives?
Yeah, look, I think it's a great question, Mike, and ultimately it just shows that despite the unhappiness, I guess globally, that customer experience really serves a really important way of improving people's lives through the use of AI technology.
Okay, so what does delivering a luxury-like retail experience really mean in today's world? What would you say?
Yeah, look, we surveyed over 12,000 consumers globally, and when we asked them, what does a luxury service look like to you? What really came out was frictionless experiences, low stress activities, and that was really the key thing. And personalization, something that's specific for me as an individual.
I agree. Now, how is AI helping brands meet higher customer service expectations? Every customer seems to be different, and most of them are always right, so I've heard.
Yeah, so that's what they say. But look, I think at the end of the day, leveraging the technologies such as AI, we've shown through the survey and real life examples that if you are able to provide the right technologies, consumers appreciate that. They're even prepared to pay more, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, and why is there a gap between what shoppers and leaders think great service is? Take us through a bit about what the divide looks like.
Yeah, there is a mismatch of expectations, I guess, is if you ask the brands or the corporates what they expect, they think that things like having 24/7 service is really important. And they're also concerned about that people might not trust AI. But actually, what is proven from the survey was that people are more interested in time to resolution. In other words, how quickly can you help me solve my problem, as opposed to that 24/7 service necessarily. So there is a little bit of a mismatch, and I think companies are now coming around to understand that the importance is actually how quickly I can deliver the service. Time is money, as they say.
Yes, so I've heard. Now, what separates trusted retail brands from those who are perhaps losing trust or have broken their trust over the years, be it by their own means or by something external?
Yes, look, I think one of the keys to trust is consistency, and that's where AI really excels because of that consistent experience. So, people are really get frustrated with having to repeat things. They really want that, I said, that personalized experience. But what we've shown, which was interesting, is that the more people use AI, the more they trust it. And in fact, actually, the trust of AI from a consumer perspective has actually increased this year over last year.
Okay, now where is AI making the biggest impact, would you say, in retail, based on what you and the team at NiCE have seen?
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, at the end of the day, what we're seeing is that it's about having that frictionless experience. How quickly can you solve my problem? And being able to automate those things where necessary, or even support a human being that's helping from a customer service perspective, is where AI is really making an impact. And you can do that at scale, with the right AI CX platform.
Okay, let's talk about an example of that, and an example of NiCE, perhaps customer transforming their service. Take us through a little bit about who you've worked with and how you've shone.
Sean, yeah, there's a lot of examples, but one that the brand that everybody would recognize is Sony Electronics. I think Sony was a great example, like leveraging AI technology. They were able to identify that 40% of their inquiries could be automated. And by then leveraging the technology, AI technology from NiCE in this case, they actually drove record customer satisfaction. So I think there's a really great example of where AI identified where the opportunities were, and then actually was able to automate those to provide higher levels of customer satisfaction.
Well said. Darren, I'm curious to know if people want to engage with this and perhaps get your assistance or someone from the team's assistance, where's the best avenue to engage with you guys?
Ultimately, www.nice.com, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn with Darren Rushworth.
Absolutely. This stuff is no longer just a nice to have, we've got to have it. But thank you so much for joining us on the program, running us through a little bit about what is going on out there in this wild world of retail. Thanks again.
Thank you.